One of the things my friends and I were talking about recently was classism that happens in bands sometimes. I'm talking about the kind of band that you join through school, so woodwind instruments, brass instruments, percussion instruments. I went to a really well-off school, like borderline bougie, so you had a lot of families who were really well off. Now, I was one of 2 freshmen to make first flute, and I never took any private lessons. I literally just had the passion for it when I first started playing flute in 5th grade, and I would play Final Fantasy music in order to get better because that's what I want to learn how to play. I'm very project-based, and through learning how to play Final Fantasy music on the flute, that's how I got better at flute. I picked up a lot of things by myself, got a lot of praise. In middle school, I was second chair for flutes, and I've learned several instruments. I just have a natural aptitude for learning instruments. But as with most crafts, one thing you noticed was that the kids that tended to get the higher spots in their sections were kids who were able to afford private lessons. Most of my friends were poor. They couldn't afford private lessons no matter how good they wanted to be. And it's not like they were old enough to get a job or that their parents made enough to give them allowances. So you would see my friends getting passed over on opportunities because they couldn't afford the private lessons in order to get better at their instrument. And they didn't necessarily have a natural ability to get better or know what to do in order to get better on their own with free resources. And so it feeds into this whole dynamic and this whole narrative that if you have money, you will be on top. Even in fucking marching band. And it sucks.